Happy 80th birthday, Ron. Wow, congratulations. That is quite a milestone. So I just wanted to send you a birthday message from here in Canberra. A very cloudy day here, but we're over some of the rain we've had recently and probably some of the hot weather you've had there recently. Anyway, on this birthday, I'm sure that you're being feted by family and friends for all your wonderful achievements. I wanted to confine my segment here today, my little celebration, with perhaps a reflection on that chapter of our shared lives when we both went along on the Bibbulmun Track. Now, what I've wanted to do is I've got a few props here which will provoke some memories and some discussions. Of course, the first things that we need to recall are these Scarpa boots. I'm sure you remember your Scarpas only too well. Have not seen quite as many bandages on anyone's feet except from when they were unwrapping mummies at the Victoria and Albert Museum. However, these trusty boots carried both of us over some 1,000 kilometres, including wrong turns, of which there were, I'm pleased to say, very few, although of course the ones where they were made, we were mercilessly reminded of them for any number of years, probably even including today. Now, of course, along with our trusty boots, something else which was quite helpful were our walking poles. I'm sure you remember the well-known Lecky brand. And the poles did in fact prove their weight in gold, particularly on the downhill stretches. I mean, uphill, yes, somewhat of a help, but downhill with loose scree underfoot or damp, wet ground, the walking poles were extremely useful. So we can thank both the boots and we can thank the poles. Now, of course, at the grateful end of every day, we came upon our three-sided hut along the Bibbulmun Track, and we were soon onto the cooking front. And I'm sure you remember my jet boil, my self-contained cooker here. All the bits and bobs are still inside it. What a clever piece of kit! What a clever piece of kit the jet boil was. Of course, I know that you had the Trangia, an equally dependable stove, and of course, after getting a little bit tired of particularly of the expensive, shop-made, food scientist prepared dehydrated meals, we actually went on to buy our own dehydrator, where we cooked up such delicious delights as dehydrated spaghetti bolognese, various stews, various curries, etc. And I got to say that they were delicious. Now, that's just some of the little reminders of the Bibbulmun Track. But of course, we have many other tremendous memories. And I've got to say, Ron, I couldn't have found a more dependable and reliable trek partner. Definitely somebody who forced me to overcome my own instilled procrastination. In fact, I had no choice. The 5 a.m. starts when you'd pick me up to take me on a trek were obviously highly appreciated. And I think that we effectively worked as a really good team over that decade or so that we went out there each year and knocked off a bit of the track. I know it got a little bit difficult towards the end, what with hip replacements, etc. But you championed on until you crossed that line, and you made sure I crossed that line too. So, all in all, a fabulous adventure for both of us. I'd like to think that it was a life highlight for you, and I hope that during this celebration of your 80th year that you'll be able to reflect on that fondly, and I wish you all the best for today, and I wish you many more years. Hopefully you'll help me celebrate my 80th, and I certainly look forward at some point in the future to getting over to WA and raising a glass with you in person. All the best, Ron. Cheers.